You are about to embark on a new adventure in living through the study of an exciting journey down the highways of psychology into hypnotism. Everyone has been hypnotized thousands of times without realizing it. Have you ever stared at a flickering fire, lost deep in thought, and as you relax, your imagination turns on? This is called daydreaming, a state which closely resembles hypnosis. Have you ever been so absorbed in reading a good book or watching your favorite television show that you have failed to hear your name being called? Concentrating on the white line on the road while driving and becoming inattentive? These are states of intense concentration, and they are known as wakening hypnosis. Awakening suggestion may be noticed when one individual in a group yawns. Soon others will follow suit. Or perhaps you have noticed someone scratching, and in a few moments you seem to develop the same itch. It's the power of suggestion. The state of hypnosis is induced, maintained, and terminated by the power of suggestion. Following are some tests to demonstrate the power of suggestion as it affects our physical world, in addition to being valuable in determining if a volunteer is a good subject for hypnosis. These tests are a good form of living room entertainment. I call these tests Hypno-Tricks. You may wish to demonstrate to your family or friends the power of suggestion. The pendulum test. For this demonstration, you will need a small crystal ball or marble attached to a length of chain approximately 6 inches long. This test is a great confidence getter, as you will see the results of the suggestion taking effect. Speak in a slow, clear voice. Step 1. Ask your volunteer to hold the chain at the top between their thumb and index finger. Step 2. Say to your volunteer, "Hold the chain and crystal ball steady and concentrate on my voice. A good imagination is a wonderful thing, and I want to test yours." While you are holding the chain, I want you to find the center of the crystal ball. Gaze directly into the center of the crystal and do not break your gaze. As you gaze into the center of the crystal, I want you to use your imagination. See in your mind's eye a pendulum on a clock. A big granddad clock with a big pendulum swinging back and forth, back and forth. You can see it in your mind's eye, moving faster and faster, back and forth, back and forth. Keep repeating these suggestions until you get a movement. If you have a good subject for hypnosis, you will see a definite movement. If no movement occurs, tell your volunteer that he is not relaxed enough and move on to the next volunteer. Step 3. When you have a pendulum movement, tell your volunteer, "Now gaze down at the top of the crystal ball. Concentrate on the top of the crystal and do not break your gaze." Once again, use your imagination. Imagine you are looking down at a record on a turntable. You can see it in your mind's eye moving around and around and around. Concentrate on that record. You can see it now in your mind's eye moving around and around and around. Remember, repetition is the key to the success of these demonstrations. As the conscious mind becomes bored with the repeated suggestions, the subconscious will pick up the idea and a physical response will occur. There is a thin line between thought and action. All thought contains energy, and like all energy, it must be expressed in action. The subject is actually causing the movement of the pendulum because he is thinking of these movements. His thoughts are being expressed in physical action by very slight movements of the nerves. This is the same principle that applies to the mysterious Ouija board. The fallback test. Here is another hypno-trick that will prove to be both entertaining and intriguing. Step 1. Stand about 1 foot behind your subject. Assure him that you are only going to test his ability to relax. Ask your volunteer to stand straight with their arms by their side and their heels together. Say, "Let your body relax and gaze at a spot directly in front of you. Concentrate on my voice." Step 2. Slowly draw your hands lightly down his shoulders to his wrists. At the same time, say in a serious, firm voice, "As I pull my hands back, you will feel a strong force, just like a magnet pulling you back to me." Draw your hands along the arm to the ears. Place your palms, fingers extended, close to the head, but not touching. Say, "Have no fear, I will catch you as you fall back. Falling right back to me, the force is becoming stronger, now you're falling back, falling all the way back to me, falling right back to me." Caution, always be ready to catch your volunteer as they may fall all the way to the floor. Congratulations are in order because your volunteer has the ability to relax and will make an excellent subject for hypnosis. The hand clasp test. This hypno-trick is one of my favorite and indeed one of the most difficult demonstrations of the power of suggestion. For this test, you must use a strong, direct gaze. You will find it easier to look at the bridge of the nose and not into your volunteer's eyes. Say, in a firm, confident voice, "Stand up straight with your heels together and your arms by your side. Now relax and gaze into my eyes. Concentrate on my voice and quickly draw a deep breath. Breathe deeply and hold that breath. Now slowly exhale, and as you do, let your body relax. Once again, now draw a deep breath. Breathe deeply and slowly exhale, and as you do, place your arms in front of you with your palms facing each other. Once again, draw a deep breath. Breathe deeply and hold that breath. Now slowly exhale, and as you do, bring your arms and hands together and lock your fingers tightly. Now relax. As I count from 1 to 3, your fingers will lock, filling with strength, locking tightly like a steel vise, clamping shut just like they were made of steel, like a steel vise. 1, locking tight. 2, locking tighter. 3, lock tightly just like they were made of steel. Lock so tightly nothing can get your hands apart. You can't get your own hands apart. The harder you try, the more impossible it becomes. I want you to try. Try hard. But the harder you try, the more impossible it becomes. You can't get your hands apart. Stop trying now, my friend, and relax. Slowly, it will be difficult, but slowly as you relax, your hands come apart. Relaxing now. Break your direct gaze and do not act surprised if your volunteer takes a little time to get their hands apart. If you have achieved success using these hypno-tricks, you will know that you have a good volunteer for hypnosis. You may congratulate them and pat yourself on the back. Direct method of inducing hypnosis. To successfully induce hypnosis using the following technique, you will need an object to attract and hold the attention of your volunteer's eyes. A light or a candle may be used. However, if you cut out the hypnotic disc on the front cover of this album and mount it on a small electric motor, you will have the most fascinating object to hold your volunteer's concentration. Before you start, assure your volunteer that they will be safe and will enjoy a very rewarding experience. Now you are ready to begin. Ask your volunteer to sit up straight in their chairs with their feet flat on their floor and their arms by their sides. Use a firm, confident tone of voice. Proceed with the following suggestions. Now I want you to relax and listen to my voice. Do not argue or analyze my suggestions. Simply listen and follow the suggestions that I give to you. First, concentrate on your breathing and draw a deep breath. Breathe deeply and hold that breath to my count to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now exhale, and as you do, feel yourself sinking back in your seat with relief. Now once again, draw a deep breath. Breathe deeply and hold that breath. Now slowly exhale, and as you do, feel the relaxation approaching you. Once again, draw a deep breath. Breathe deeply. Now slowly exhale, and as you do, I want you to direct your gaze into the center of the hypnotic disc that you see before you. Gaze into the center of the disc as it spins around, and do not break your gaze. Now, as you watch the disc spinning, draw a very deep breath. Breathe deeply and slowly exhale, and as you exhale, feel the relaxation approaching your arms and your legs. You are falling deep, deep asleep now. Your legs are growing heavy. Your arms are growing heavy now. Your entire body is growing heavy now as every muscle and every nerve is relaxing. You are falling deep, deep asleep. Your arms are heavy, very heavy. Your legs are growing heavy, very, very heavy. Your entire body is growing heavy now, very, very heavy. Every muscle and every nerve is relaxing. You are falling deep, deep asleep now. Your arms are heavy, very heavy. Your legs are heavy, very, very heavy. Your entire body is growing heavy now as deep, deep sleep is approaching you. Your tired eyes are growing heavy now, very heavy. Your tired eyes want to close, bringing deep, deep sleep to you. Your legs are heavy. Your arms are heavy. Your tired eyes are closing, closing, closing tight, bringing deep, deep sleep to you. If the eyes do not close, gently push the eyelids close, saying, "Your tired eyes are closing tight and sealing shut, just like glue were being placed on your eyelids. You are falling deeper and deeper to sleep now with every breath that you take. It feels so good to relax so deeply. You are now so relaxed that the only sound you are interested in is the sound of my voice, and as you listen to my voice, you fall deeper and deeper to sleep. Pay attention now as I count from 10 to 1. You fall deep, deep asleep. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Deep, deep asleep. So deep asleep now that nothing can disturb you. Nothing will awaken you now until I awaken you. Listen carefully now to my voice as I count from 5 to 1. You fall deeper to sleep. Your head will have a tendency of growing very heavy and falling over towards your chest. As I count from 5 to 1, you go deeper to sleep. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Deep, deep asleep now. The arm test. You now have your volunteer under a light state of hypnosis. However, you may wish to prove to yourself or to friends that your induction has been a success. There are many ways to determine if a hypnotic rapport has been achieved. The following is simple and effective. You may now add a tone of challenge to your voice, but use caution as you may overdo it. Take a gentle hold on your volunteer's wrist and say, "I am raising your arm into the air, and as I count from 1 to 3, your arm will fill with strength, becoming rigid and strong, just like a steel bar locking in the air, growing rigid and strong, just like a bar of steel as I count from 1 to 3, locking in the air like a bar of steel. 1, locking tight. 2, locking tighter. 3, locked tightly, locked in the air, rigid and strong like a bar of steel. Nothing can move your arm. It's locked in the air by your subconscious mind. You can't move your own arm. The harder you try, the more impossible it becomes. I want you to try, but the harder you try, the faster it sticks in the air. Stop trying now. Slowly, it will fall to your side as I touch your wrist. As it falls to your side, you fall deeper and deeper to sleep. You may also follow the same procedure with the eyelids. When I count from 1 to 3, your eyelids become stuck together just like they were sealed by a powerful glue. 1, sealing tight. 2, closing and locking shut. 3, locked. Closed now, you can't open your eyes. As I count from 1 to 3 now, your eyes will relax and return to normal, and you fall deeper and deeper to sleep. It is now time to awaken your volunteer. At this point of your development in the science of hypnosis, it is not advisable to give further suggestions. The age-old rule that practice makes perfect applies to this subject the same as any developed skill. You will find that through a sincere effort, with a reasonable interest and practice, you will soon master these hypno-tricks. Develop a confident approach to your practice, absolutely aware of your inherent abilities to bring about success. Hypnosis will be of great value to you in developing self-confidence, prestige, and a positive manner. Now I think it's time to awaken your volunteer. Say, when I count from 1 to 5, you will awaken feeling refreshed and relaxed, feeling wonderful. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wide awake, awaken. Wide awake now. Always awaken your volunteer with suggestions of good feelings, and they will always volunteer again. We often hear the misquotation, "A little knowledge is a dangerous thing." Correctly, Pope's line reads, "A little learning is a dangerous thing." There is a vast difference between knowledge and learning. Knowledge is to understand. Learning implies knowledge without understanding. This recording is designed to impart understanding. If you have achieved a moderate degree of success through the use of this album and would like to continue your adventure through the highways of the intriguing subconscious mind, drop me a few lines by mail. I will be pleased to reply and answer all your questions. Remember, my friends, knowledge is to be shared. Once you have completed the arm test, you may wish to have a little bit of fun with your volunteer. When I'm on stage, one of my favorite post-hypnotic suggestions to give a volunteer is guaranteed to have them awaken feeling refreshed and wonderfully relaxed. You may say to your volunteer, "Listen carefully now to my voice. A very funny thing is going to happen. In a few moments, my friend, I'm going to count from 1 to 3. When I count from 1 to 3, you're at a party. It's the best party you've ever been at in your entire life. And a funny thing is going to happen. When I count from 1 to 3, your eyes will open. And when your eyes open, you will awaken. At my count from 1 to 3, you will awaken, and when your eyes open, you're going to discover that someone has lost a joint. There's a joint sitting right in front of you. It's a good joint. When I count from 1 to 3, you will awaken, you'll see that joint, and it's yours. 1, 2, 3. The suggestion that you have just presented to your volunteer will automatically wear off. Once you have counted from 1 to 3 and their eyes are opened, they are no longer under a state of hypnosis. They are fully conscious and fully aware. Self-hypnosis by conditioning. Dr. Pavlov, the great Russian psychologist, made a very valuable discovery in the field of psychology. We are conditioned by our environment and our experiences into compulsive ways of thinking and behavior. We create within the subconscious a system of automatic reflexes or conditioned responses, which leaves our conscious mind free to cope with daily problems. We can walk, talk, drive a car, incurring little conscious thought about these actions because of this conditioning force. If you type or play the piano, you will recall that in the beginning every movement was carefully thought out and deliberately executed. Now the mechanics of these actions are, for the most part, an automatic response. Self-hypnosis is a conditioned response which is developed by repeating ideas and actions. The individual becomes at the same time both the hypnotist and the subject. The conscious mind becomes conditioned to leave its position of dominance and from its backseat position dictates a suggestion to the subconscious. Upon awakening, the energy in these accepted ideas arise from the subconscious and compels conscious feelings and therefore behavior. The key to self-hypnosis is profound relaxation and conditioning. This involves learning how to relax the body and the mind, thereby creating the hypnotic conditioned response. Preparation. Stretch out in a comfortable position on your back, arms by your side, on a bed or floor. Do not use a pillow under your head. This is the ideal position for relaxing, though you may also sit in a comfortable armchair. During your practice, you do not wish to be disturbed. I suggest that you take the phone off the receiver and practice at a time of day that you have all to yourself. The state of hypnosis is a drowsy, relaxed condition, a little like daydreaming, in which you have no desire to move. Your thoughts are clear and sharp. The state resembles sleep, only superficially. Others looking at you may think that you are asleep, but you, yourself, are keenly aware and have a half-awakened feeling. From the state of hypnosis, you may slip into a natural sleep. When this happens, you will awaken soon, feeling refreshed, relaxed, and energetic. Now you are ready to begin. Clear your mind of all thoughts except the thought of deep relaxation. The kind of relaxation that you experience every night just before sleep comes to you. Now, for a few moments, concentrate on your breathing and draw a deep breath. Breathe deeply and hold that breath. Now slowly exhale, and as you do, become aware of the tension leaving your body. Now again, take a deep breath. Breathe deeply and hold that breath. Now slowly exhale, and as you do, feel your muscles relaxing as all the tension in your body is leaving you. As you breathe in slowly and exhale, you become more relaxed with every breath that you take. Now, for a moment, concentrate on your legs. Make your legs tight, very tight, tighter still, and hold that tension. Now let your legs relax. And as you do, feel the tension leaving your legs. Now your arms. Make your arms tight. Very tight. Tighter still, and hold that tension. Now let go. Let your arms relax, and as you do, feel the tension leaving your body. Now I want you to make your entire body tight and tense. Fill your body full of strength. Legs tight, arms tight, your entire body tight, rigid. Hold that tension. Now let go. And as you feel the tension leaving you, you fall into a pleasant state of relaxation. As you breathe deep and slow, your whole body is slowing down. Pleasant relaxation is approaching you. Every muscle and every nerve is growing more relaxed now as you listen to my voice. Concentrate now on my voice. Do not argue or analyze any of my suggestions. Simply follow the ideas I give you. Soon you will enter a pleasant state of tranquility, at peace with yourself and the world. You are going deep, deep asleep now. Your legs are growing heavy, very heavy. Your arms are growing heavy now, very, very heavy. Your entire body is growing heavy now as deep, deep sleep is approaching you. Your legs and your arms, your entire body is growing heavy as you fall into a deep, pleasant relaxation. You are going deep, deep asleep now. Your legs are heavy. Your arms are heavy. Your entire body is growing heavy now as all the tension is disappearing. You are going deeper and deeper to sleep. Your tired eyes are growing heavy now, very heavy. Your tired eyes want to close, bringing deep, deep sleep to you. Your eyes are closing, closing, closing tight, bringing you deep, deep asleep. Close your eyes and feel yourself drifting into wonderful relaxation. Listen carefully to my voice. Only my voice is important to you. It is a wonderful thing to have a good imagination, and I would like you to use your imagination for a few moments. See in your mind's eye the scenes that I described to you. Imagine you are on vacation. You have no cares. You have no worries. You're on vacation now, and all you have to do is relax and let the day roll by. Imagine you are lying on your back on a hammock that is attached between two trees. And as you relax on your hammock, you look up at the blue sky and you see white clouds rolling by. Big clouds and little clouds. And as you watch the clouds roll by, a gentle breeze begins to caress your body, slowly rocking your hammock back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, higher and higher into the air. So relaxed now, you're floating off into a cloud of deep, pleasant sleep. It feels so good to relax so deeply, to be free from cares and from worries. You are so relaxed now, you have no cares, and you have no worries. The only sound you are interested in is the sound of my voice. And as you listen to my voice, you go deeper and deeper to sleep. Pay close attention now to my voice as I count from 1 to 10. You fall deeper and deeper to sleep. You're falling down, down and around a black velvet vortex of sleep, down past the colors of sleep, to deep and profound relaxation. 1. Letting go. 2. Falling. 3. Relaxing. 4. Deeper and deeper. 5. Arms growing heavy. 6. Legs growing heavy. 7. Entire body growing heavy. 8. Deeper and deeper to sleep. 9. Letting go all tension now. 10. Deep, deep asleep now. So deep asleep now that nothing can disturb you. The only sound you are interested in is the sound of my voice. And as you listen to my voice, you fall deeper to sleep. Every time you practice self-hypnosis, you go deeper to sleep. You're going deeper to sleep now as you listen to my voice. My voice relaxes you. You find it easy to listen to my voice and understand the things I say. My voice relaxes you, and you go deeper and deeper to sleep. As you relax now, a warm feeling of happiness and confidence approaches you. You can feel this confidence. It's a warm, tingling sensation throughout your entire body. It feels so good to relax so deep, free from worries and at peace with yourself and the world. You have confidence in yourself and in this project, and when you awaken, you will feel confident and relaxed, just as you do now. Listen carefully to my voice now. You will now accept all suggestions you hear from the next voice that you hear. Let this voice be your thinking voice. When you are ready to awaken, you count to yourself from 1 to 5, and you will awaken feeling refreshed and relaxed, just like you slept for several hours. You take complete control of this hypnotic state now.